I think over the years, you know, everybody starts when they're first starting out to make music. You know, we all start simple. You know, we only have so much, you know, what we're either gifted or what we've worked for. And I guess throughout that time since moving out here to LA, you know, I was fortunate enough to just have my MIDI keyboard and my computer, you know, and just being able to sit there, make music, and kind of just diversifying, looking in different places, you know, in sound libraries, for example, you know, working with what I got and really manipulating the things that are already there, you know, especially when I first started producing, I wasn't really heavily into sampling as much because I was more of a musician growing up. So, you know, with my background, it was kind of being able to take my skills that I was, you know, fortunate enough working from a child to now, being able to put that and implement that into, you know, my work. But more specifically with the Believe in Me record and what we, with that song and the rest of our music, I was just kind of being able to focus on really just expanding, you know, all of those software instruments and utilizing, you know, playing everything. I play, majority of all of our music is, you know, hand played and, you know, punching in, you know, everything is systematically just putting together musically versus like taking a sample. But again, you know, I appreciate, you know, that you understand what it takes, you know, as far as the production on that end, you know, and it's really, it's been really, really eventful, I guess you could say.
I mean, we're getting heavily into sampling right now, so it's not like we don't sample. It's just that first project that we did was no sampling. So it was like, I mean, we wanted to make something like super, super homegrown and authentic, but I think, you know, as we evolve too, like there's so much room for songs that we grew up with that I want to implement, he wants to implement. So like, it's just, I think things just change and we change with it. So there's always different ways to make this music. It has a message, but, you know, surprisingly, I when we came up with the video and when we were writing the song, it was like, it was something that we wanted to make a simple message that, like, you know, anybody could really get behind. It's like, and especially people who are getting older and they're adults and, you know, they're trying to wrap their minds around like what is going on, like young adults specifically. It's if you've seen the video, you know what happens in the video, everything. But we wanted to get behind this idea of like, you know, when we're kids, we have these dreams, like we see things like, dude, like I was put in front of a TV like 24 hours a day. Like I love cartoons. Like I really believed in things that didn't exist. You know what I mean? And then as I got older, people keep telling you, you know, you can't do what you want to do. You can't be an astronaut. You can't be the fucking president. You know what I mean? Just like things like that. And they suppress and they push all the color you got in your head and they just make it gray. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity for both of us to really dive into something as we are getting older, like we're grown, but it's like, you know, I still think of things this way. He still thinks of things this way. And I know there's people out there that are just still trying to grab onto like any bit of childhood that they possibly can. And I want it to be like, you know, it's okay for that, you know, like you can still have dreams. Doesn't matter how old you get. Like you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. I mean, we have the album done. Like we've had it done for probably like 6-7 months now. So, I mean, Fine, I can say that Fine and Who Are You were just standalone singles. But, and I was just, we wanted to get our feet running last year. We wanted to just get stuff out there. But the rest of the project is done, is ready. So the singles we're about to be dropping, including Believe in Me, are all on the project. Like they're all part of it. So I guess we're just gearing up to let our last year go because we were working on just one cohesive body of work for last 18 months, something like that. So yeah.